Hi, I'm Heather. Thanks so much for joining me today. And I'd love to share with you the Gayatri Mantra. So it's one of my favorite mantras. I try to remember to chant it every morning, either out loud or also just silently. It is believed to be one of the oldest and most powerful of all mantras, sometimes referred to as the mother of all mantra. And they say that um, by chanting this mantra and firmly establishing it in your mind, that your life will be full of happiness. So, um, in a lot of ways, this mantra can be connected to our life giving sun. So, if you think for a moment how the sun is sort of like a representation, it goes beyond just the physical, but it can also mean signify that it's a manifestation of all light, in that we mean spiritual light or divine light. So, through this mantra, we express gratitude um, for the offering of light from the sun and from the divine source of that light. Um, and we ask that because of the light, may we be able to receive wisdom and enlightening and continued awakening. So it's an offering, a way to open up your heart and to inspire yourself to connect to divine light. So it's chanted to, it's meditated to, and sung around the world with reverence and love. It's often compared to the Lord's Prayer in significance and impact. Um, but it is an earnest and heartfelt appeal to the Supreme Being for an enlightenment. It can be universally applied. So it doesn't matter what your religion is, it just matters what your intent is, your authenticity, your willingness to be moved by this mantra. So it's also said that this sacred prayer, as it spirals through the universe, from the heart of the chanter, it appeals for peace and divine wisdom for all. So it can inspire wisdom for all of us as we chant it. Um, yeah. It can be chanted um, throughout the day. So it can be chanted in the morning when the sun's rising or whenever you get up. It can be chanted at noon, at sunset. It doesn't really matter what time of day. My preferable is to chant it in the morning, but it's whenever it's convenient for you. And we want to chant it at least 3 times when we chant it. Um, so this is one translation before we go into it, one translation of it. So the eternal earth, air, heaven, that glory, that resplendence of the sun, maybe contemplate the brilliance of that light. May the sun inspire our minds. Okay. I've shared with you below in the comment section um, the mantra itself. So if you can, it'd be helpful for you to print it off and recite it just to get to know. There's 4 main lines to this, and I will begin right away. So even right before we begin, we want to make sure that we're sitting in a comfortable position. Um, Taking your time, it can be in a chair or on a cushion. We want to start to transition into ourselves and establish that connection to your body and to your breath. And just for a few moments, noticing your breath and helping it to become a little bit slower and steadier all the way through your body, inhaling and exhaling. And even before we begin to chant, we might connect to our hearts, visualizing light emanating from your heart center. That connection to divine light. And when you feel ready, we take a deep breath in. And I'll begin with Om. Om Bhur-bhuva SVAH. Tat Sa-vee-toor VARENYAM. Bhargo Devasya Dhee-ma-hee. DEVASYA Pra-cho-da-yaat. Om Bhur-bhuva SVAH. Tat SAVITUR VARENYAM. Bhargo Devasya DHIMAHI. DEVASYA Pra-cho-da-yaat. Om Bhur-bhuva SVAH. Tat SAVITUR VARENYAM. Bhargo Devasya DHIMAHI. DEVASYA Pra-cho-da-yaat. Om Bhur-bhuva SVAH. Tat SAVITUR VARENYAM. Bhargo Devasya DHIMAHI. DEVASYA Pra-cho-da-yaat. And we'll repeat it once silently. After this, the last silent repetition, we can stay in our meditation. And whenever we're coming out of our meditation, we slowly transition back. We want to try to merge the increased awareness inwardly with merging it with our outer awareness. And thank you so much for joining me for that mantra, a very special mantra today. Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free.